Hi everybody, welcome to lowonhealth.com. This video is going to serve as kind of just a walkthrough of my new website that I basically kind of been working on the past couple weeks and months or so. Basically, I'm going to do just a quick overview of some of the highlights of the website and kind of show you what the old website was and kind of what I was doing going forward with it. So let's just go ahead and look at the current website for lowonhealth.com, what you're kind of looking at right now. This is lowonhealth.com, and basically it's got hopefully not too much different on your computer. First thing you'll notice about Low on Health is everything's very big. This is kind of a running gag with one of my web designer friends that used to work at Animation, or he works at Animation, I no longer do. Basically, I always like to have big banners, just boom, there's the name. The website on a whole is very easy to read, it's very big font, kind of just for the old people out there. And honestly, I like it when a website's easy to read. I don't like having to squint for it, and I always like bigger desktops. I am not underneath I don't think that everybody uses the 800 by 600 desktop. So I hate it when all websites are kind of conformed to that and then you have crap everywhere. I like basically taking as much real estate as possible. But when you first come to lowonhealth.com, you basically will see three different playlists here. These are basically my three video channels. I will be getting to those in a second. What I want to get to real quick is, of course, this is how Low on Health looks now. What I want to do real quick is look at Low on Health, how it used to look before. This is basically how Low on Health used to be. I was using WordPress when I first started Low on Health back in 2007, and this is how the website used to work. I would basically post up my reviews. I used to do little pictures for each little thing and whatnot, and then basically have a little intro, and then you would click on to read the reviews. Recently, I've just kind of changed that all together and gone towards the videos. But this is how Low on Health used to look. It was kind of more professional looking. It definitely was a little bit more work. It took me a while to basically kind of do a custom theme, do the side banners, do all the little images and whatnot. But I did like it. Recently, I had basically a problem with it. Tried to update WordPress, that didn't work, and then I had to update my databases, and then I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm actually going to use a different program to make my website, in which case, this basic kind of not, 100% fresh, nice, slick-looking website is actually built with Microsoft Word. You can basically bring up Microsoft Word, which should be bringing up here. It's probably just taking a second to load because I have 2 million things running right now, as you can see. But this is what Low on Health looks like on Word. Basically, I just made it like a regular Word doc. You can kind of do background, you can put pictures in it and whatnot. And then basically what a lot of people don't know is what I just did was basically with Microsoft Word, you can just do Save As. And then just to give you an idea, it was just simple. Basically, when you save, you can save as, different PDF, Microsoft Word documents and whatnot. There's just a simple thing for a web page. Boom, or single file web page, and that's what basically has saved Low on Health now. It's just individual pages. So if I have to do postings or whatnot, I have to manually do this, but it's easy to do. But of course, using Microsoft Word, I don't have a lot of bells or whistles. I can't really do that many dynamic different things and whatnot. But it's a lot easier and just simpler to use, and honestly, that's what I'm going for now. But so yeah, that's how I made the new Low on Health. I mean, you could easily just do whatever you want with it. If you have Microsoft Word, which most of you do, then just save it as an HTML file and then just upload it to your file server. It's that simple. But going on here, as I mentioned before, but right now I don't write any game reviews or whatnot. So what I have now is I basically started video reviews and video just compilations and whatnot. In which case, the first video channel is my ramblings, which if you click on that will bring you to my usual ramblings, where I have my current ramblings in chronological order, where I kind of go over what I had in the past week or so. And then I have basically my game video reviews, which is basically what my written reviews used to be. So basically, if you're looking to see what I think about certain games, you click on that. You pick on the video game reviews, it takes you to this one, and then you basically just kind of look at the different games and whatnot. And then when you click on these, basically, if you want like my whole basically breakdown of the game, if you look at the info, it'll give you basically my numeric review and basically my high points of the game, which is boom, boom, boom. If you're that interested, whatever. The last playlist here is going to be choice Low on Health videos, in which case these are kind of what I like to think of my favorite Low on Health videos, in which case that would bring you to this, in which case it highlights kind of my more favorite Low on Health videos, in which case, it's just kind of ones I have guests on, and whatnot, ones where I went over stuff, or ones I thought were produced rather well, or just had certain moments at really good weeks. The Reason Ramblings is actually really good. I want to recommend that one. But moving on here, let's go back to Low on Health, the other Low on Health, not the old Low on Health. As you scroll down, it's my usual yada yada yada. If you basically click on the game ratings archive, this will bring you to this page, which is essentially my numerical breakdown of games by year that I've played. So basically you have like 2010, all the games I've played so far, not really 100% in rating order, best because it's ongoing. But then you also have, 2009, 2008, and you can kind of see how many games I played within that year and their rankings. You have 6 and 7. And then you also have basically 1990X through 2005. And basically what I'm going back through is kind of looking at old games, seeing what I thought of them, seeing where I can recall them, and some of them actually playing through again. So that's basically what the game rating archive will take you to. Now if you click on the Grand Review archive, what's going to happen is it's going to ask you to basically save an Excel file. Now this Excel file is basically the archive of all my old reviews. Now when you click on that and download it and open it up, you're going to get something that looks like this. It's going to be a huge gobbly mess, but this is how I keep track of everything on Low on Health and all my reviews. Right now, basically it's broken down into the main one that basically has the reviews. Now if you click on this review, depending on your version of Excel, boom, there's my whole review for that, which Mass Effect or Divinity was at rather long. Every time you see a tilde, I think that's what it's called, basically that's kind of like the start of a new paragraph. I had to do that because Excel doesn't do paragraphs and makes it a whole new line. But that's essentially, all of Low on Health is in this Excel file. All of my thoughts, all of my ratings, all of what I've thought about this game or that game. I even have I have my Besides Gaming write-ups in here, my Game of the Year reviews, my anime reviews, and just basically all my write-ups are in this Excel file, which is just nice to have it all in one place. It's not really user-friendly, but as I noticed with my hits on Low on Health, there's not that many users. And then also I have here a picks, which basically all the little picks I've kind of made up, and then of course yearly breakdowns. So if you just want to see them by year, how I've played games over the years, how many I've played more, that's basically that third tab. Moving on for Low on Health, hit no there, don't know what I changed. Basically this is right here is where the video that you're currently watching is going to be. And then also you have here where you could look at what that Low on Health site used to look like. And then you also have my Twitter and Facebook pages. Of course, my Twitter page is more or less, I don't really do Twitter to like do automatic updates. I use it as more of a sleep / when I turn on my computer, off my computer, and music, kind of just archive. What I do is I constantly listen to music when I start my computer up and I shut it down when I'm listening through the day. And I'll basically take choice songs and put that up on my Twitter. So you can kind of see, I've been listening to a lot of kind of rap-ish stuff. Kid Cudi, basically you got some Kingdom Hearts, Jay-Z, Boards of Canada. There was some Metric in here before, and I don't really want people following my Twitter. Like I said, it's more or less kind of just like a diary, and I use it to basically follow some Loady Ready Run people like Kathleen and Graham. They post a lot of stuff on Twitter, and I use Twitter to follow them. But also, I also have my Facebook, where if you click on my Facebook, you're going to get this thing, which basically this is my Facebook page. Everybody has Facebook nowadays. As always, I try to keep my friends count as low as possible, just like Xbox Live, and I constantly kind of till that up every month or so, but I'll talk about that some other time. But if you click on that, that'll take you to my Facebook page. So right now, as it stands, that is basically lowonhealth.com. It is kind of a shadow of its former self, but it's a lot easier to manage now that I'm using it with Word and everything, and that's kind of really about it. Basically, most of the content will switch you over to YouTube, and I recommend the best thing to do if you want to keep up on my developments is just subscribe to my YouTube page. That way, whenever I put something in those 3 categories, you'll get an update for it. So that's really it. That's kind of the new Low on Health, the no frills Low on Health, and it's just that's kind of what I'm going for now. That's basically my baby. It's basically one of the websites created back in the day when everybody was creating websites to follow stuff, and mine's just kind of stuck around, and I just love Low on Health. And a little tidbit real quick before I go off here is that Low on Health was basically Sarah had mentioned that was a good name for a website, and we were trying to think of a good name for it, and it was a great pick. It was a really good choice on her and a smart move, and I basically jumped on it. So thank you, Sarah, for giving me the Low on Health idea and .com, and as always, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the website.